Hypovitamin. YouTube is the most versatile teacher I have ever met. It has given me a sense of purpose for living. What is the purpose? You may well ask me. The purpose is very simple: to live a healthy and happy life. But YouTube has spoiled the simplicity of my objective and made my life more complicated. I alone am responsible for this because one wall in my drawing hall is occupied by YouTube 24 by 7. Just as I sit to sip my morning tea, some dietitian on YouTube tells me how the black tea with lime juice is good for complexion. Who doesn't want to look young and fair? Especially in India, where first thing people notice is the color of your skin. So I throw away my milky tea and get up to make the black tea. But where is the lemon? I just can't afford to pay 10 rupees for a lemon and start searching for a video on YouTube to find out its substitutes. The YouTube dietitian is bombarding on vitamins all day. So I split my cooking menu vitamin wise. My family members have been grumbling all the time that I cook food without oil. I tell them that the cooking oil is just unaffordable and also it's not good for the heart and liver. I ask them to sprinkle the olive oil on their food. The olive oil is just in front of you on the dining table, I tell them. Luckily, they don't ask me the price of olive oil, for which I have paid through the nose. I have to ration the vitamins when I make three tiffins for my daughter: vitamin A and B for a small break in school, protein for her lunch break. I give her a high protein diet, and vitamin C and minerals for a return journey from school to home. Yes, the 3 kilometer distance from school to home has become a 1 hour journey thanks to the traffic jam. My daughter takes care of her vitamin C by eating raw tamarind and amla, that is gooseberry. YouTube has made my daughter very particular about eating almonds every morning. When I told her to eat peanuts because almonds are expensive, she said she did not want to develop acidity like her father. She thinks that she will stand first in her class only if she eats almonds every day. The only vitamin about which I am least bothered is vitamin D. Guess why? I live in India where we have its overdose throughout the year, but I have to make doubly sure that my daughter gets its sufficient dose. This is because there is no open classroom in her school under the tree like the one in Shanti Niketan of Rabindranath Tagore. Just last month in the teacher parents meeting, some parents have demanded air conditioned classrooms. I am certain that the school will use this as an excuse to raise the fee. Now tell me, who's going to see how many hours the AC is kept on in the classrooms? The weather fluctuates every hour, and then I'm afraid the teachers will concentrate on monitoring the AC temperature rather than teaching a poem. If at all they install an AC, I'm going to tell my daughter to be extra smart and sit by the window in the school bus where she will get the minimum dose of vitamin D. She'll have to grab that seat before anyone does. I hope the YouTube will give me a lesson on cultivating such smartness in my child. Now, what about minerals? I just don't bother because I buy mineral water throughout the year. I have had no option because our housing society buys the tanker water. And thanks to our politicians who own the tanker business, we will never get clean and sufficient water from the municipal corporation. Our ministers assure us clean water supply once in 5 years while seeking our votes. And you know very well that they have a poor memory. When my daughter finishes her dinner, I give her a multivitamin tablet to compensate the vitamin deficiency caused due to her moods, likes, and dislikes. She hates eating green vegetables, and I get so worried about her iron deficiency. My free time goes in hunting new recipes for iron intake all the time. Sometimes buying vitamin tablets is cheaper than buying fruits and vegetables containing them. Now tell me, how can I buy greens when the vegetable seller himself can't afford to sell them? These days, dry fruits are cheaper than onions. After listening to all this, the big question that must be lingering in your mind must be, how do I take care of my husband's vitamin intake? Your guess is correct. He eats whatever I give my daughter. Sitting at the dining table, most of the time, he tells me that he is not hungry. I told him to consult a physician. He doesn't listen to me at all. But you don't know what a clever and diplomatic wife I am. When my husband was away on a tour, I invited his executive assistant home for lunch. And my goodness, she told me that my husband keeps on eating all the junk food and the everyday special dishes made in the cafeteria on the campus. Misal pav, vada pav, pav bhaji, and whatnot. So, next time when he is away, I'm going to instruct the cafeteria owner to ensure that a minimum vitamin content is retained even in the spicy and fried food. Then it will not matter if my husband skips even the breakfast at home. After all, I have to also see to it that he works efficiently, and he will work well only if he eats what he loves so much. So let him eat more fried snacks to get the appropriate intake of each vitamin. Now, you may wonder as to what do I eat for my own vitamin intake? Well, to tell you the truth, I just have no time to look after myself. I eat the leftovers, which in any case are full of vitamins only. You know what some European physician had written on Quora.com just the other day? If the family is happy and healthy, the housewife will be healthy automatically. The Google, the Quora, and the YouTube are full of such contradictory statements. But I pick up only that piece of advice which suits me. One day at the dinner table, I was telling my daughter to eat the boiled egg because she didn't drink milk that day. She is very fussy, Without drinking chocolate, she refuses to drink milk. Drinking chocolate is in short supply these days. So, I have already bought a big choco bar which she can dip in a glass and take a sip of milk. I need to find out from the YouTube if this will not harm her protein intake. Mom, you always tell me which vitamin to eat. You haven't told me about any vitamin never to be eaten. My daughter asked me. Her YouTube teacher hasn't told her that. My husband quipped. Never eat vitamin M, I told her. Vitamin M is not given in our textbook, she said. Money, it is as good as poison, I told her, and my husband smiled at me approvingly.